Everybody, welcome to the Hangout. Game number 62. Montreal in Nashville take on the Predators. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Bar Rouge. We got game number 62. It could be a really tough game for Montreal. Nashville is playing really well lately. 8 wins in a row. Due for a loss. That's how I think. How I look at it. I think I saw a stat where they're 8-0-2 in their last 10 against Montreal. To me, all these things say they're due for a loss. Montreal has a chance here, and this could be a trap game for Nashville. So we'll have to see. Game is played on the ice. We have a little bit of change in the lineup. Jaden Struble back in the lineup. Jonathan Kovacevic, because that's how apparently it's pronounced, Kovacevic. So Jonathan Kovacevic out, Struble in. And apparently yesterday, Colin White crashed into the boards or the net, and he is out. And Raphael Harvey-Pinard will center line 4. So Harvey-Pinard back in the lineup, and he's going to center line 4. So those are the changes. There's a lot of hurdles for the Habs to win here tonight. I don't know. I just have this feeling they're going to do that. I think it's going to be a tight game. They played them on, I think it was November 10th. It was 2-1 in Montreal for Nashville. So I think Montreal can keep close to them anyway, go to overtime, and possibly win it there. I'm calling for a 3-2 win. We'll see. If you're wondering what looks different, it's me. I'm sitting on a stool instead of my normal chair. I'm just trying this out and see if might be better for the game. So if I look different, it's just because I'm sitting on a stool instead of my normal comfortable chair. All right, let's see who's here. And then, we got about 7-8 minutes till the game starts on my screen anyway. So we'll see. We'll see what you guys have to say. Habs Guru, go Habs, go. Nate 7, welcome to the channel. Let's go. Lucas Miller, hey Lucas, feeling a win in the air tonight. That's what I've got. That feeling. Huzu, Montreal got to be hungry for a win. The way the refs robbed them in Tampa. The refs rob everybody, and they rob Habs all the time. Can't stop them from winning. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. I have tickets to the Canadiens versus Hurricanes game this Thursday. So excited! Oh, so you live in the Carolina area, I guess, because it's in Carolina. Awesome. Well, welcome to the channel, Carolina Hurricanes fan. Usually, Hurricanes fans aren't very nice here when they do show up. So good to have you along there, Nate. Phil. That's the way to greet me. Hi, old man. Surf and turf tonight? Surf and turf tonight. Hang on, I'm trying to get your meaning on it. We're playing the Predators. How do you figure that? Guru, I didn't know that you missed the first period. Yeah, I mean, it's a 8 o'clock start because it's in Nashville. The next two is Carolina, 7 o'clock, Toronto on Saturday. So, and that's 7 o'clock. So, and we got Toronto at home. I don't mind the 8 o'clock start. That doesn't bother me. It's after 9 o'clock, it's not really good. Hey, Matt Greer. Our guys never play for a tank. No, they never do. And they shouldn't. Listen, honestly, I don't think any team, I don't think the players play for a tank. It's the management that tries to arrange a tank. But the players should never be playing for a tank. If they do, I want them out of here. No worries. I thought I've seen you before, so sorry. And I didn't know that you were in Carolina. So nice that you're in South Carolina and a Habs fan. Can't be easy. Just a quick question. How did you become a Habs fan being in South Carolina? Phil says he had a large steak, 1.3 kilos of shrimp. You ate all those shrimp yourself? It's sexy and delicious. Let's see, 1.3 kilos. It could be, depending on the size of the shrimp, that could be a few shrimp, but still the same weight. But who agrees? That's a lot of shrimp. Hey, BL, it's an organic tank. Organic tanks are fine. They're fine. And if the management does it, it's fine. As long as the players on the ice aren't doing that. Or the coach, to be honest with you. Hurricanes are a great org. Hilarious promo stunts. Get the locals involved. The jerks are a great gimmick. Love the whole thing. No, I think, first of all, the social media people are, I think, 12 years old. I mean, as far as getting the community involved, I mean, that's, there's nothing wrong with that. And I mean, I agree with you that there's nothing really wrong with what they're doing for their fans. But their social media sucks. They're just a bunch of babies. They act like it. They like their crustaceans as well. Who doesn't? You don't use socials? So you don't. I'm telling you, their social media people they're just childish. About as childish as you can get out there. So, as far as the team itself, do I like them? I don't really. Not in any way a Hurricanes fan. All right, so we got, I'd say, about 3 minutes to drop of the puck. If you're in the room, please say hi. And if you have a question or you want to just let us know about something, now's your chance as we await the start of the game. So we got Allen and Saros in net. Again, you look at that and go, Montreal's going to get their asses kicked, but maybe not. Been a fan since the Terrian era. Well, that's an interesting story there. You're not a fan of Terrian, I suppose. I wonder. I'm not. I'm not sure. But good story, and definitely good to have you around there, Nate. Allen for a shutout. Yeah, see, now you called it already, so he's not getting it. When you jinxed it already, so not that I thought it was going to happen anyway, but all right. They're getting ready to drop the puck for me. It must have started for most of you guys. I don't know that I'll do much play-by-play because I know I am way behind. Can't help that. Sportsnet, that's how it is. Who is that coach? I never seen him before. For the Preds, and they're all right. We're about to get underway on my screen, and we are. Suzuki wins the draw. Is that a good omen? Colin White's on the IR? That's quick. He must have really hurt himself. He crashed into something. I don't know what. Oilers, Bruins, no score after one. We are 25 seconds in. I think the puck just went out. It will have a face-off. Hard to judge yet. Keys to the game. Avoid the big mistake for Montreal. Get on the forecheck for the Preds. Avoid the big mistake. I mean, you could pretty much say that for anything. Especially when you're outmatched. Nice, Nate. That's it. That's it. I've since I'm a kid, I read books. I saw growing up, saw old videos. I know a good bit of the history of the Habs. Did I watch Leafs Bruins last night? I did not. We did the podcast last night. By the time we got done with all that, I want to say it was like 11:30. So after the post pod chat, I think anyway, I could be wrong. It might have been only 9:30. I still didn't watch the game. All right, we already got a shot on goal anyway. Woohoo, we got a shot on goal. Still no score. We're just over a minute in. Why am I not watching that full screen, Rick? So, yeah, interesting that they just said that Montreal has managed to post to the how do you say it? Over extra time? Last two games against two good teams. Some good I don't know if you call that on the forecheck, but they're spending some good zone time. Some good aggressive play so far. Good puck movement. One timer hits the body in front. They are having trouble clearing it, Nashville is. And as I said that, they cleared it. But they were having trouble. Come on, Habs, be spoilers, or at least make this a trap game. So we're just over 3 minutes in. No shot clock on TSN's board there. Am I sitting on a stack of books? No, I'm on a stool. Just giving it a try, see if I like it better. Saros loves beating us. Yeah, I get that. Doesn't mean that they do all the time, and that doesn't mean that they're going to tonight necessarily. Oh, penalty goalie? I missed it. Paul, what's that 16 mean? Oh, nah, I'm not there yet. You're way ahead of me because I'm on Sportsnet on the internet, so there's a delay. Saturday would be good. Toronto game should be on CBC. Yeah, no, I get the time left. I get it. I'm not even there yet still. That's why I'm not doing. I'm just hitting it now. That's why I'm not doing the play-by-play. Kind of redundant when everybody else is way ahead of me. Their power play not that great. It's 19.7%, just a little bit better than Montreal's, and I mean just a little bit. So we might not be in too much trouble on the PK. Their PK a little bit better than Montreal's, but not a lot. So if we get a power play, we got a shot. Big save by Allen. Big save. Nice move on. I don't know who that was. Nice move by that kid. But a good save there by Allen. Shh. We stand on guard for thee. And that's in the Lightning game. So far, a good kill by Montreal. 30 seconds on my screen left in this power play. Clear that. Nah. Nice. Allen made one save in there and nothing got to him after that. Habs clear it. Should pretty much do this power play on my screen. Yeah, they kill it off. 5.5 minutes into this first period. Still no shots on the shot clock, but well, what do we need a shot clock for? Apparently. Oh, they listened to me because they just put it up. 4 shots are even at 4, and the score is even at 0. Nice hit by Andy there. Just threw the guy down. Oh, good another save by Allen. So far, Allen making the saves early on when he is sometimes not making them. So maybe that's a good sign. Big shot by Jack-Eye. Glove save by Saros. We all have a face-off there. What's 5-4, Paul? Shots are 5-5. Commercial break, of course. So far, so good for Montreal. They're not being outplayed. Killed off a penalty. Nashville, when you think about it and look at their records and everything, Nashville might be the hardest game that they have in this 4-game road trip. So tonight. So good showing here. Great for their confidence. Great for judging the rebuild progress these last three, especially with a good showing here tonight. What else can I say? I don't know. I feel like I'm closer to you guys. I'm leaning forward. I'm closer. I feel, you can probably see all my blemishes on my skin. Hey, Bill, new show. What's it called? The Regime. It's not a action. It's a comedy. British one. It's funny. First episode's out there. I don't know where. I think on HBO. If you can smell me, that's pretty interesting. Is it what they got the new scratch and sniff? Eh? Is that what it is? Who's the coach for the Preds? I don't recognize him. I don't recognize the guy. So we're 7 minutes in. Shots are tied at 5. Score is 0. Both sides. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that. I should check that out. Andrew Burnett, that's who the coach is. You're right. That's who it is. Oh. Nick, you should have shot. You should have shot. Come on, boys. Hope to get a game in Nashville someday. What do you mean? What are you talking about? By the way, speaking of Vegas, this I forgot. Vegas acquired Anthony Mantha from the Caps for 2 draft picks, a 2024 second and a 2026 fourth. So Vegas gets Anthony Mantha. That could be very helpful in their run. And I guess they're down stone to at least the playoffs. So some movement for the draft, for the deadline, I should say. Almost halfway through the first. Oh, I see. You watch them play there. I get it. They're gonna be in Madison Square, I think, in April. They got one more game against the Rangers, so we might see the Jack-Eye. What's his name? Rempe matchup. Pretty good pace here in the first, gotta say. So we're a minute over the halfway point, but a good pace. Not the most exciting game though, but good pace. Again, one of these games are the longer they can stay with Nashville here. Oh, another big save there by Allen. And I don't know, that another puck went right in front of the net to the other side, didn't go in. Allen with a bouncing puck in front. Allen looking good tonight. Quite frankly, I think if Montreal is going to beat Nashville, that guy's kind of got to steal the game a bit. So, Matt Greer, yes, they do. They look a little better in their own zone, or not, because they just ran around a little bit there. But Allen there to cover it up. So, BL, I did see the Barkov assist on the Reinhardt goal. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good. Good hand-eye coordination on that. You know? Allen's looking sharp. Knockwood. We see that kind of Allen all game. And Lucas, maybe you and I will be right about this game. Most people had Preds winning, so we shall see. But if Montreal can pull off a 60-minute game the way they're playing now, yeah, I mean they got a good shot here. At very least, maybe to get to overtime and at least get there. I don't really care about the point that much. It's more the progress in the one-goal games and taking these strong teams all the way as far as they can, right? That's the progress we're seeing. That was close. Hey, Franco. Yeah, I mean, like I said, good hand-eye coordination, good reaction. Like he's an athlete. Reflexes like a cat. Some pressure here by Nashville. I know you got Legwand. I'm not going to try to figure out who Legwand is. I got the last one. No, I'm not figuring I'm going to get two in a row. I think I got one out of all the times you have guessed. I got once. Figured out who you meant. Habs are offside. 7:41 left on my screen. In a, like I said, not an exciting game, but it's got a good pace, and Habs are sticking with them, so that's always good. Shots are 7-5, by the way. Nashville up on that, no score, so not a ton of shots. Oh, that's close. Savard shot, and the rebound was left right there, and Pearson couldn't cash that in. That was pretty close. Nice shot there by Savard. A one time. Oh, I see what he did there. He fired it into the crowd. Ullin, somebody said that. Anyways, nice chance there by Montreal. When he's good, he's damn good. Actually, good point. He's the only goalie in the NHL under 6 feet tall. Is UC Saros. Another save there by Allen. We're at 8 shots apiece. Still no scores. Just over 6 minutes left in the first. Changing up here. Matheson has it behind his net. Comes out, goes to Goulet. Goulet. Oh, nice pass attempt by Harris to Newhook. Good pressure here by Montreal. And then they give it away. Of course, I have to say something. Come on, Newhook, shoot. Hits the post. Newhook hits the post. Oh. Almost there. Oh. Some good defensive play there. Nashville almost got a breakaway there. Some good defensive play to get the puck away. Under 5 left. Forsberg with the first goal. Once again, there, Matt, appreciated not letting me know that in advance. I got almost everybody to stop that. So Forsberg, first goal. Preds up 1-0. I was really hoping Montreal would get out of the first without. I'm not blaming Allen there. I mean, that's defense is just running around. So, Guru, you got Forsberg. What was the score? 5-1. I remember your score. Well, let's see if it ends up 5-1. Icing against Montreal. So I don't remember. Well, I can check this. Yeah, let's just go that one. Let's see. So Guru's got the Forsberg. Anybody else get Forsberg? Doug also has 5-2 with Forsberg. So you and Doug. And of course, BL's probably going to go, oh, David Legwand, that was Forsberg. .325 left on my screen in the first. 1-0 Nashville. 11-8 are the shots in favor of Nashville. Nice to have a chance. It is nice. It's fun to, you feel good for a second when you get it. I've gotten it, I think, twice. And what? I want to say I'm doing this 3 years, maybe a little longer, with the guess the score. So I gotten it twice in that amount of time. Not an easy thing to get. So you get bragging rights for a little bit, but that's it. Because then the very next game, unless you're really got a horseshoe up your ass, you're not getting it, and you go right back to who knows when. And when you consider how many guesses for the whole season that this, have come in with only 2 winners, it's a tough one to get. Do I think this be Allen last game with the Habs? No, I do not. What I do think, though, this very likely could be David Savard's second to last game with the Habs. From what I'm hearing, from what it's looking like, I don't expect them to do a lot at this deadline. But it seems like there's a lot of interest in Savard. So if they get the right offer, I think David Savard is probably going to go on Friday, yeah. But Jake Allen looks like probably not till the offseason or next season. Because there's goalies available. Excuse me. I think at this point, if Allen was making like $1 million, $1.5 million less than he is now, I think he'd have been gone already. But I don't think for his salary with a year left, I think that's what's holding it back. I don't know if it was planned for the whole season, but I think what it was they were prepared for it to be the whole season if need be. So I get if that's the same thing, I don't know, but yeah. Maybe no one wants Allen, that's why, or maybe they want a certain price for Allen and they're holding firm. That could also be what's going on. Whatever the reason, Allen is not moved yet. And then you never know, like trade deadline day, right? A team might just go, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And they make the deal. Like you never know. But so far it's been a really quiet deadline in that over the last, I don't know, number of years, a lot of the deals would have happened already by, 3 days from the deadline. Two minutes left on my screen. You know what? If Montreal can get out of here, it's down by 1. That's pretty good here. With the way Nashville's been scoring of late, I think it's pretty good. So then comes the problem second. We'll see what they can do in the second if they don't blow it in the second. Face-off is to the right of Saros. Evans taking the draw. But you guys already know that because you saw it already. Evans gets tossed. Andy taking the draw. He does not win the draw. What? They announced the last minute of the period, which it is now, and the crowd thanks the guy? That's weird. I'm sorry. That's just a little weird. $30 seconds left. Come on, come on. It's cleared. Oh, icing, 15.9 seconds. They'll have like a last chance. Fourth period ends. If they can do something like they did the other day with 3.7 seconds and Slav scores with 0.7 seconds left, that would be cool. Get a shot. Well, they got a shot anyway. And 1-0 after one. 1-0 Nashville after one. Like I said, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't have. I don't know. I feel Montreal's going to win this game, but did I know that? But I mean, they're sticking with Nashville. Gives them a chance, but the second period's coming up. Not their best period. Not their best period usually. Hell, I think you can say that the last two games against Florida and Tampa, they kind of lost the game in the second period. Even though they went to overtime, but you know what I mean. If they didn't have those defensive breakdowns in the second period, they probably don't go to overtime and win those games in regulation. So maybe they can do that here. All right, so we have an intermission. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. So let's not make me have to do a monologue for 15 more minutes, 16 more minutes. We'll see if that works. Did that work? Did that work? No. But if you're here, say hi. If you haven't already. And if you have said hi, I don't know what I'm saying now. Words are not coming out. All right. Why don't I have good drugs right now? That would be really, really good. All right, let's see what we got we got a busy weekend, that's for sure. So on Friday, it is trade deadline day. The deadline, I believe, is at 3 p.m. So my plan is to do maybe an hour in the morning. What I got from 10 to 11. See where we're at, what's going on. And then come back for 2 and go from 2 to 4. And hopefully that'll be the end of the deadline. at 3 o'clock, but trades do get processed late. We usually hear of trades even up to 5 o'clock. So that's my plan for Friday. Hopefully, I mean, it's daytime. I don't expect a lot of people to be able to be there because it's daytime. And I get that, but not much I can do about that. What else am I planning? We got the deadline sandwiched in between Carolina on Thursday and then the big game Saturday. Toronto is in town. I don't think it's the last time, though. I think there's one more after this in April. But it's the first game since the last one where Jack-Eye and Reeves kind of had a bit of a scrap, and we'll see if there's another one happening on Saturday. Huzu's turning 30 on Friday. Awesome, man. Well, just in case I don't get to talk to you, happy birthday, buddy. I hope you have a great day. And maybe you'll get what you're asking, what you're wishing for the Habs to do. Maybe you'll get that as a birthday present. You never know. I think Phil might be having a stroke. I'm not sure. Phil, what's that you got there? Anytime, Huzu. Honestly, I hope you have a really great day. Turning 30 is a big birthday. He's a big one, man. I did that 31 years ago. So at least you're not where I'm at. Oh, that's right. Those are a few. Okay, but that's kind of random. Were we talking about favorite things? I wonder who wrote that song. Was that Burt Bacharach? I don't know why I think that's Burt Bacharach, who passed away, I think, last summer. All right, what are we going to talk about? Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, I can take those off. Nice. I can hear my voice regularly. So we got about 14, 13 minutes till they come back. Well, I'll give Reeves credit for, going toe-to-toe with Rempe. He's opened his mouth up enough that he kind of has almost no choice. We'll see what happens, though. But I was surprised he went toe-to-toe with Rempe. I don't know that he beat him, and I don't know that he got beat, but, at best it was a draw. But, I mean, he did it. So I imagine when you go up against that guy, Jack guy might look small. I don't know. I do not know. So an interesting first. I guess I'll get the ball rolling. I mean, it was a pretty good first. They only got scored on once. Jake Allen was pretty good, which is, that's a bonus. If Allen can play like that in the second, they should be fine. They should be. They're gonna have to score a goal, I would think. If they give up any goals, they're gonna need to get some offense of their own. Problem there is that Nashville doesn't give up much. What are they giving up in their winning streak here in the last 8 games? They're only giving up 1.63 goals per game. So not a lot. So Montreal's going to have to find a way to put at least 2 pucks in the net. At least. Maybe if they're going to win like they got beat last time against Nashville, 2-1. I could see that happening. I could also see it being like Guru's guess, 5-1. Doug, who has Forsberg, his guess, 5-2. I could see that happening too. Second period's going to tell us a lot, I think. If they hold them for the second period, maybe only give up another goal, and hopefully score one. I think this is going to be good. And that's what I think. Lucas, yeah, I mean, they could have got, lucky bounces are nice. They don't always happen, though, but they stayed with them. That's the main thing, right? All they have to do, they keep playing like that, They may lose the game, but they're not going to lose by a big score, in my opinion. And that's what I want to see. I don't mind if they lose, but I don't want them to get blown out. I do want them to win, but at the very least, I don't want them to be blown out. All right. Let's have a minute of silence. I don't know. I'm not here. I'm crazy. Did anybody tell you guys that? Or did anybody tell you guys that? Did anybody tell you that I'm crazy? You can tell by listening to me talk. Words are not coming out properly today. It's because you're senile, Rick. Hey, Joe. As you can tell, it's going not too well for me. You can tell that. Or maybe it's because of this new stool I'm sitting on. Not doing well. I'm sitting up too high. There's too much light air where my head is. Lucas, no, it's not. It could take a while. This thing could take a while. From what I understand, it could take literally minimum, I'm thinking a month. Although it could be earlier, but I mean, it could be a month to. I've seen on Twitter. I follow the YouTube channel thing that helps you if you have problems. I mean, I've seen people complain about stuff like this, and it takes 6-9 months sometimes. So we're working on. We're working on. I wouldn't say another channel, but maybe if we feel it's going to be too long, we might just cut our and just restart under a new name and everything. We may even, if they give us the channel back, we may be renaming it. We're taking this forced break to just take a look at what we've done, and and then we can improve on. Do we want to change the name? Do we, and do that now since we got the time? But no, there's no movement yet from them. We have no choice. We gotta wait for the appeal to be looked at by humans. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's noon over there, Joe. That's nice. Lucas, don't worry. We're not waiting. I mean, I'm not waiting 3 months. If it's gonna be that long, we're gonna start a new channel because it doesn't pay to wait. We were so new at it, didn't have a ton of subscribers. Nothing was that invested. We don't have to wait that long, in my opinion. Puck off, YouTube. No, we're working on it today. We started talking about it last night when we were recording the pod. Yeah, so we'll get something going. I don't want to wait 6 months. That's ridiculous. First of all, it's just ridiculous. Do I think Harris on the Habs be traded? Could be. I do believe he is on the block. Like, that is the true thing. I would think if Harris is on the block, there is interest in him. again, Habs have a price on everybody that they're looking to move, and they're pretty solid on sticking to that. If they get their price, they make the move. So I think there's a price for Harris that they want, and I think they've let teams know that he's available. I mean, because look, with the guys coming in next year, well, I'll even just be conservative, say over the next 2 years, Harris, Kovacevic, Barron, they may be very, what's the word I'm looking for now? Available, because there's only so much room. And you can't have those guys sitting in the minors when they're ready to be in the NHL. So you only got so much room. So yeah, Harris, Kovacevic, that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. They could go at the deadline. I could see that potentially happening. Wait a sec. David says he got a watch for his birthday, 30th birthday. It stopped the morning of September 11th, 2001. That's 9/11, isn't it? And finally, last month, and finally died last month. You're saying I'm not getting you. So it lasted 33 years. I think you're missing some information in there. I'm not understanding completely. You think the Flames want Harris? I'm sure there's a few teams probably would be interested in Harris. Aki, you're not wrong, and probably like if Savard moves, maybe they don't move a Harris or Kovacevic. But if they don't move Savard, I could see them moving somebody. But you're right. I mean, two of the guys I met that are mentioned in tonight here are right side defensemen. So Harris plays both, so we're good with him. Got Barron in the minors. Got other guys. Apparently, what did I read? Engstrom, the kid in Sweden, they expect his season to be done soon, and he'll sign an ELC and go play for Laval. I heard that. I wonder if I read that today or yesterday. Nate, I mean, listen, Kovacevic, I gotta get used to saying it after saying the other way so long. He's 6'5", and he's a very capable defenseman making minimum salary. And you know what? You may be right in that he might get the most interest because of the fact that the money he's making, and I think for another year, and that he's a big guy and he can play. He's a very serviceable defenseman. Harris, I believe, is making 1.4. So that might make a difference. Harris is 5'11". There's a difference in the two, obviously. Lucas, I do. I just don't know how many games he'll have because his team in college is probably going to go far. What was I reading? Even if they get knocked out of their playoffs early, there's a tournament that happens later. They're going to be in that tournament. So he's, I'd say anywhere from 3 to 6 games probably he's going to get here. Elio says a package deal, Savard, Harris, and the Russian player. But, I mean, that's if the other team wants both. I mean, the Russian player, I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, David, you mean you haven't used it since then? That's interesting. I used to always wear a watch. Always. I don't anymore. The cell phone, there's time everywhere I look. There's time. So I don't wear a watch anymore. Again, I don't know which Russian player you're talking about. Bogdan? Like, that's 3 defensemen. You're going to package 3 defensemen to one team, and you think you're going to get a deal? First of all, with cash-strapped teams, and I don't think they're going to send 3 guys like that to one team. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not expecting much. Honestly, I'm not expecting much to happen at the deadline for the Habs now. I was, a while back. The closer we get to it, I don't know. Oh, what Russian player I just mentioned? No, Swedish guy, Engström. He's Swedish, not Russian. That's who I mentioned. They're just about back here. That was quick. That really seemed pretty fast. Here comes the second, which could be really bad, and maybe not. We'll see. We are underway. Montreal's had 2 of their last 5 games with no power play. I wonder why that is. I wonder why. Maybe it had something to do with the refs. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Armia almost. Race for the puck. Offside. No, I mean icing, excuse me. But Gooley, he made up some time and space there. Kovacevic? Oh, he's not Russian. Again, you can't send all 3 guys to one spot. But Kovacevic, I don't know what. I think it's more like Czechoslovakian or something like that. It's not Russian. I don't think they're going to rush Hudson. Don't worry. Hudson's ready. I believe Hudson's ready. I wouldn't worry about that. Believe me, and if he's not, I don't think they'll I think they'd send him to Laval. Although I've heard a lot of the experts say they don't think he'll do as well in Laval as he would in the NHL. So I don't think he'll see Laval. Bad reffing. He said, "What do you attribute Montreal not getting very many power plays to?" And he's going to make some excuse and not say the refs missed a lot of calls. Like, come on. Kovacevic is or Kovacevic? Yeah, he's from Ontario, yeah. But I mean, the family name is from Europe, obviously. But he's not Russian. He's not. He takes his time to get places. He's not Russian anywhere. Mwah, mwah. We are 2 minutes into the second period. Shots are 16-13 in favor of Nashville. It's 1-0 Nashville. Those shots totals went up like big time. What the hell happened? Talking about Cody Glass, the guy that we didn't get, but we got Nick Suzuki instead. Aren't we happy? Whistle down for a hand pass. A very not an overly exciting first and second period so far. Same thing. And maybe that's a good thing for Montreal, that it's not overly that. I keep waiting for Nashville to sort of take over this game, but so far not. Oops. I have a little cushion underneath. Flat as pancakes. Carpenter's dream. Flat as a board, never been nailed. I don't know why I thought of that. Yeah, I don't know who O'Shea is. You mean of the Q? If he's president of the Q? No, Hockey Quebec. Wasn't that the guy we got in the Patrick Roy trade? Wasn't he the guy that was ahead of that? Why am I thinking? I'm blanking on the guy's name. Thibault. Wasn't that Jocelyn Thibault? You think we should have kept McCarron because he played like shit when he was here? It took him a while in the AHL before he got back into the league. So, no, keeping McCarron was not a thing. Ooh, Andy, and somebody fighting. Oh, big haymakers thrown there. And Andy ducks under one. They hit the ground and they get broken up. Shen and Andy. How come you guys didn't have that in the comments? You're ahead of me. What was going on? Ooh, get that thing under my ass. OJ, the corrupt referee. Aren't they all? Pressure must have got to him. No, I think poor development. At the time, Sylvain Lefebvre. No, who was it? Sylvain Lefebvre? Whoever the coach back, I can't remember his name now. Was horrible, never developed anybody, and I think he suffered for that more than anything. That was weird off the draw. Some good defensive sticks and shit by the Habs here on Forsberg, especially. Nice. 5 minutes into the second. Nyquist scores. I was looking away. I didn't see how it happened. So it's 2-0 Nashville. God damn it. Let's see the replay. Okay, now that, I mean, where were the defensemen, man? Slav was there. I don't know. That's a bit of a breakdown by Montreal. No, Matt, 2 goals on the Habs, against the Habs. Allen's not standing out there alone. What the hell is the whistle for? Penalty for what? Holding on Harris with a hold. I didn't see it. Yeah. A bit of a weak call. I mean, he did hold, but I mean, it's kind of not. Wasn't bad. But I guess they're deciding to call it today. Big stave there by Allen. Good blocker stave. Hell of a power play by Nashville right now. But not able to score yet. Wow. I know the puck stayed loose, but anyway, good job keeping it out there. 38 seconds left on the power play. Nashville starting to pull away in the shots, 21-11. Lucas, yeah, I think you're right. I'm not blaming Allen here, really. I'm not. And he's been good in this game so far. Wow, Saros came almost up to the blue line to poke check a puck. Oh boy. Nashville's getting a lot of chances now. Montreal got to get out of this period. It's only we're almost 8 minutes in on my screen. Anyway, they killed that off, so Montreal hasn't had a shot on net this period. Are you kidding me? It seems like they had 13 shots when the period started, so I guess the shots total was wrong. They've only got 11. Good steal there by Galley, I think, by Galley. Then a bad pass. Good defensive play there by Savard. Really good pace right now, I gotta say. Just wish Montreal could play a little defense in the second period. I don't know what's up with that, but oh. Caulfield at the side of the net. Halfway through the second. On my screen. First shot of the period by Montreal. Montreal's top line needs to step it up right here and now. Oh, that was close. Suzuki and Caulfield. Nashville going to take a penalty. Montreal getting their first power play. Let's see if they can connect on that. Remember, Nashville, not the greatest PK. And Montreal, a decent power play. So maybe we'll get one here. Put them back in the game. Back in the game again. A power play. Almost forgot what that was, right, Huzu? Must have been egregious if they called it against the other team, man. Honestly, I didn't see what it is, so I don't know what the penalty is. But we're going to find out whenever they come back from these commercials. Let's see now. A goal by Montreal could make this second period a little bit more interesting and not all Nashville, which has pretty much been. It's kind of like the skill and that Nashville's a little bit better than Montreal, right? It's starting to like emerge in the second period who the better team is. Wouldn't that be funny if he goes, listen, I don't know what to do when you gave us a call like that. I don't know what to do. It's been so long. Then he probably go 2 minutes for being a smart ass. Oh, look, they came back. They decided to change it. They said, no, Montreal can't have a power play. 5-on-5. Okay, boys, we need a goal here. Let's see if they remember. They might be a little rusty because it's been a while since they've been on the power play. Caulfield with a shot. Can't score. Come on, boys. Caulfield mishandles that. And they're going to clear it. Not only that, get a breakaway. Are you kidding me? Slav with a good takeaway there. Was that Slav? It wasn't Slav. Whoever it was. Wow, one-timer Caulfield. He was wide on that. Habs behind their net with it. 8 minutes left on my screen. There, taking the thing away. 20 seconds left on the power play. Monarber. Good shot, though. Okay, so power play over. Blown opportunity, boys. Blown opportunity. Harris with a shot, saves Saros. I know somebody before the game started, I don't forget who it was, said shutout for Montreal. But for the other team, maybe. Saros looks like they're going to goalie us a little bit. So much for the trap game. Although, it's not over yet. Still a lot of hockey left. The only good thing is second period has been more exciting than the first. Right? More action. It's been a little better that way. And we're only down by 2. It's not the end of the world. I definitely going to say Montreal needs the next goal. They don't get that next goal. I don't know. I don't think they got a shot after that. But if they're down 2-0, I think they have a shot still, but they got to score next. I wish Sportsnet would have more variety in the commercials if I got to see them. If it's not one commercial I don't like, it's a different one. Every game, there's something they just overplay. Very annoying. Wow, look at Sarah's numbers. What a difference from December on to the early part of the year. Offside, Montreal. 6:23 on my screen left in the second. We need a goal. We need a goal. We need a goal. Well, you guys are quiet. Habs are catching up on the shots clock. 19-16 now for Nashville. Still 2-0. Jeez, you guys are quiet. What happened? Am I still on? 5:15 left in the second. On my screen. Got an icing call against Nashville. Flipping back and forth, says BL. Oilers and Bruins. No score. Third period. Well, that's a goalie's game, I guess. I think I've got, if it's Allmark, I've got Allmark in my fantasy. So hopefully you get a shutout. Mike Johnson just talking about Jake Allen. Is there a market for him right now? He doesn't seem to think so. Allen ain't going anywhere right now, unfortunately, they're not moving Primo. So 3 goalie system survives so far. Forsberg shot. Allen save. Oh, pushing. Jack-eye pushing. Pushing Forsberg? Yeah, that's not going to happen, Arbor. They're going for a commercial break. 4 minutes left in the second. Well, I mean, the second was a good period as far as at least some excitement and stuff like that. So, still, people are just leaving in droves. I guess I'm boring. Could be. Please don't leave. Lucas, I mean, I kind of agree with you, right? And from what I'm hearing, and I don't think there's a market for them. Like I said, at least at the price that they're asking. And there's a lot of Habs fans saying, let's get rid of them at any price. But that's just bad asset management. You can't do that. Because teams will just take advantage of you if you go, like, whatever you want to give me, I'll take for Allen. You're just going to get and be taken advantage of. And not just on that trade, any other one after that. So, yeah, I don't know if there's a market for him right now. We'll see. Friday, like I said, could be just some team says, you know what, we'll grab Allen. Like it could happen, but they're going to have to pony up the price. I don't know exactly what that price is. I have not read anything where anybody seems to know. Some experienced coaches there. Maybe experienced NHL players as coaches. Because Brunette's pretty new at this as well, isn't he? Come on. Newhook couldn't really get a shot away there. Armia with a shot right into the glove. Saros is definitely on tonight. I don't see Montreal. I like maybe lucky to get a freaking goal. One of them. You got to get two. I mean, I don't know. Saros doesn't look like he wants to give up anything. Scores Gallagher. Gallagher with a slapper from the high slot. Look at that. 2-2. How did it 2-2, by the way? 2-1. They get two quick ones? I don't know. I only seen one. Oh, no, it wasn't a slapper. It was a one-time wrist shot. Galley with his 10th goal of the year. Good on him. I know he's going through some stuff with his mom. You're right. 2-2. Savard off the glass and into the net. I did not even see the bounce. A miracle on ice. Off the. Oh, wow. What kind of a bounce was that? Catches the stanchion. Saros was going there to gather it up. Wow. That's a fluke and a half, man. Fluke and a half. Boston scored. It's 1-0. Nice. Only because I got Allmark. And like it's near the end of the period. This could be a good momentum builder for Montreal. They're back in the game, that's for damn sure. Well, I'm liking my 3-2 score now. Wow. Get one more, boys. Get one more. One more before the period's over. Strike while the iron's hot. Offside. Or out of play. That's crazy, that goal. Savard from Suzuki and Caulfield. Nice. And the previous one, the first one there, Galley from now I don't remember who it said. I'm such an idiot. Was it maybe it was Evans with the assist on the Galley goal? 1:25 left in the second. Shots are 21-21, and the score is 2-2. So the Habs have come all the way back. Shots and goals, and great momentum going into the third. The second intermission. I'd rather be in the Habs shoes than the Preds, unless they can. Let's hope they don't. They're going to try to score here. That's for damn sure. That was close. Ooh. 35 seconds. Oh, damn, that scares the hell out of me. Ad block update. New thing comes up. What? I hate when it scares the shit out of me every time. Second period is over. It's 2-2 after 2. Nice. Well, this is a new game going into the third. So it's we got 20 minutes to figure it out. They're just showing all the goals. Yeah, that one's so weird. All right. So we got an intermission. They say it's 18 minutes, but I don't know. It goes by really fast, if you ask me. But we got an intermission, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Whatever. What do y'all think about that second? What do y'all think about how they tie her up? David Savard, the banker. Huh? Matt texts me, David Savard, the banker. I'm missing something? I don't get it. JFed, I'll take 10 lucky bounces like that. No problem. Take a lucky bounce like that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Hey. Bank shot. Bank shot. Okay, well, you young people, can I say? You got your way of talking. All right, so what do you guys think of this period? What do you guys blah 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 blah? Let's go. What do you think for the third? Chances for Montreal to win this game now that they've tied it up that way. I doubt Nashville comes out in the third and they're all screwed up. I don't think that's going to happen. If anything, that'll make their resolve a little bit stronger to win this game as I take off these fucking things. So yeah, that's kind of what I think. Montreal is still in tough for this third period, especially if they run around their own end a little bit like they were doing. If they keep doing that in the third, it's not going to be pretty, in my opinion. But I've never been pretty, so I don't really care. All right. This works a lot better with, a little back and forth. A little bit. What can I say? Drive me to smoking. I got a bit of a tooth problem tonight, so it helps the pain a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, Harry, how's it going, Harry? Harry, my friend Harry's out there. David Savard, now we're 3 firsts after that goal. Come on. If you could say and prove to me that he knew what was going to happen with that shot, I'd agree with you, but, it was just fluke. Oh, they're advertising that new show I was telling BL about. BL, if you're out there, yeah, The Regime. Check it out. If you like Kate Winslet especially, she's really good in it, actually. Very quirky show. Doug is the only one left in the running for the guess to score. I don't like his chances. He needs 3 goals for Nashville for him to win. I don't like his chances at this point. And I forgot about that, Guru. That second Habs goal took you out of it, man. That's very true, but he's only got 5, so he may want them to ask how and not how many. I can't listen to that guy, Carlo Collia Ecobo. He's just a tool. He's just a Leaf mouthpiece. All right, so what we're going to talk about. Harry, save me here. Talk to me, Bird. Talk to me. I don't know what I was going to say. It was going to be brother, buddy, and it came out bruh. So that's what happens when you get old and senile. Words just don't come out right. They don't make words like they used to, man, when I was young. Butter. No, that's how Barbara Streisand says butter. Like butter. A Brooklyn accent like that. Hey, no. My Brooklyn is different. They're all the boroughs are different. My late mother remarried a dude from the Bronx, Johnny. He was a cool guy. And oh boy, his accent was fun to listen to. But he was from the Bronx. I think it was the Bronx and not Brooklyn. What else are we going to talk about? Come on. New subject. Friday, by the way, also, especially since the other channel is not going to get fixed up. But I think the trivia was going to be on this channel anyway. I think depending on how Friday goes, but I think I might be doing, and I'm hoping I'll have somebody with me or two. Might be doing the trivia show on Friday. We would have done it last Friday, but I think just miscommunication is what happened. Honestly, though, not on my part, but on my two co-stars' parts, but still miscommunication. Harry, I've been saying this now because I read other people. I'm not an insider to know this, obviously, but man, from what I'm reading, most of the experts don't think it's going to be a super busy deadline. What does that mean? I mean, I don't know, but well, Harry, if you're not able, I definitely understand. You're going to be on air for like I don't even know how many hours. The kid's starting at 7:30 or 8 in the morning and going right through till like 5. So true, I don't know that I expect you would be there unless you are a glutton for punishment. So we'll see. That's why it's kind of up in the air. So we'll see. If not this Friday, but next Friday for sure, for sure. All right. Oh, there's 23 people here. Should be more people talking to me than Harry. What's wrong with everybody? Come on, let's go. No, I'm just bugging you. But if you're here, please say hi. You don't have to say hi at this point, but say something. I never mind looking up and seeing that nice face. Won't argue with Barry Trotz. I'd argue with Barry Trotz. Why not? But no, I agree. I mean, I think either that GMs are just sticking to their guns. I think it's more of it's not easy to make the room to make a deal for a lot of teams because there's no cap space. So I think we're definitely going to see less moves because there's just no cap space, and that the cap's not going up till next year by the $4.5 million. So they don't have the money, I guess, right now. I don't know what else it is, but it's definitely quiet because last year, the year before, all that we had many deals by now, especially 3 days before the deadline. We had many deals. They're asking David Savard if his kids speak French. They probably grew up mostly in the States, so probably maybe not as much as. That's a stupid question to ask. You ask me, but we're in Quebec, so it's normal. Although they're not in Quebec, they're in Nashville. But yeah, this was asked of him when he was in Quebec. What am I even thinking? Yeah, that's an internal dialogue I'm having out loud with myself. Sorry, people. I will just go off camera for a second. I have to take my meds. I don't feel like doing that on camera. I'm still here, though. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll just be like, I won't be long. I survived. It's just in case I choked on them. I just didn't want to do that on film. You never know at my age. Just an old shit. Don't everybody agree with that? All right, we're going to talk about because like I'm starting to get a little nuts also. They're listing Colin White as day to day. I thought I heard they put him on the IR. They said that at the beginning of the game. I guess that was wrong. All right, what do we got for you? Let's see. Let's talk about what's coming up. Thursday, they're in Carolina. Friday is trade deadline. I'm doing 2 shows. Harry is doing a show. So basically from like 8 in the morning till 5 at night between myself and Harry, and you can find Harry at Harry Rice Hockey. Just type that into YouTube if you haven't got him already. And yeah, go check that out. He'll keep you updated all day long on what's going on, any movement that is out there. And yeah, so we got you covered for that. And then Saturday, big game Saturday, man. Toronto is in town. That's going to be a big game. It always is when Montreal plays Toronto. I hope I hope Montreal is able to beat them on Saturday. I definitely do. So be around for that. It's going to be a busy 3 days. And that's it. I don't know what else to I got nothing else planned. I'm sure at some point, probably Saturday for Saturday Hockey Talk, we'll talk about whatever movement there was, whatever the Habs did on Friday. We'll talk about it Saturday afternoon. And that's it. That's all I got for you. And in the meantime, nobody talk to me. Maybe I should try reverse psychology and go, yeah, nobody talk to me, okay? I don't want anybody to talk to me here in the chat. Just don't do it. Let's see if it works. I don't know what point we are in the intermission. I'm usually wrong. But I feel we are mostly through it. I also feel everybody, you're all just sitting out there. You probably all have like a bowl of popcorn and you're just watching this guy on screen just sort of have a breakdown. Let's see if we don't talk to him. Let's see what happens. Ain't gonna be pretty, people. Ain't gonna be pretty. All right. Nothing seems to be working. Hey, Edward. Hey, how's it going, Edward? The score is 2-2 after 2. We're in the second intermission. Should be back in the next few minutes for the third. But I, kind of, how do I want to put this? A bit lucky that they're tied up. The tying goal was pretty fluky. So, but listen, it's a tie game going into the third. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Hopefully, the way they tied it up in the second gives Nashville confidence problems, which it probably won't. No, I expect Nashville to come out pretty hard and try to no, not that kind of hard. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter. But coming out trying to get that next goal. So the next goal might be a very important goal. Whoever gets it, because I got the score being 3-2, so they know that, and they know that it's important. Whoever gets that third goal. But I do think though the next goal is going to be very important. Could be that the next goal wins because we're in the third coming up, so could be very, very important. The Penguins beat the Jackets, which that was a game I thought they would win. Penguins are on a very, very difficult 14-game streak where they got 14 games in 24 days. So yeah, I don't know why I want to talk about that, but I did. And they're just about back for the third. Probably for you guys, third's half over. But I got to go with what I got. Habs are playing in have had 35 one-goal games so far this season. Only the Dallas Stars are tied with them. And potentially going to be in their 36th. Edward, they could win this game. Well, they could. They're up against a better team. That's the only thing. And that team is looking for their 9th win in a row. So they're going to play hard here. Montreal just has to play hard back. Slav was a game time decision. He was one of those game time decisions Coach Marty talked about. Didn't know that. Some good pressure here by Montreal. And pressure relieved. Offside. Oilers tie it with a minute left. Look at that. OT in Boston. Seems like they beat the hardest team all the time. Not all the time, but they seem to play really good hockey against the better teams. And they have had some big wins against good teams, yes. But it's not all the time. But often, I got to say, often they play up to the teams and down to the shitty teams. Offside for Nashville. All right, Edward, good to have you along, man. So we are just over 2 minutes in, by the way. Shots are 22-21 for Montreal. It's a 2-2 tie. Careful here, boys. And cleared down by icing call. I don't know who cleared it. Icing for Montreal. We're going to have a face-off in front of Allen. Come on, boys. Oh, wrong line out there. Come on, guys. Next goal is going to be very important. Very important here. I have to say, I would have thought Nashville would be playing like more to get that goal right away. Because they're biding their time. The clock wind down a little bit, I guess. Cavill with a shot. Did he? Yeah, Sarah's got a piece of it. Good speed there by Caulfield, though. Oh, Caulfield with another one. Did he connect with that? That guy's shot broke a guy's stick. We're almost 5 minutes in. to the third. Well, Newark still with the puck. They just said Boston lost. Yeah, Boston has got 14 overtime losses, overtime and shootout losses. 15 now, 3-2 Oilers. Oh, well, I didn't get that game for the goalie. Cam must be pissed. Two one. Okay, well, 2-1 is not 3-1, 3-2 or whatever. 6 minutes into this third. Still tied at 2. Shots are 24-23, by the way. Habs can't clear. Big pressure here by Nashville, and their shot, and Allen makes a glove save. We'll have a face-off there. That is when they come back from the commercial break. Gab piss, good. I have no problem with that either. I would have liked to seen if Allmark is in nets tonight or was. I would have rather seen Boston win because then I get who am I playing against that I have Allmark? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's either Doug, Frozen Orange Ball, or Harry. I think it's Doug. All right. Jeez, the people in the room keep going up and down, up and down. I swear to God, they just played a commercial. It finished, and they played it again, back to back. That's stupid or what? No wonder I'd be going crazy tonight. The big moment of the game. Yeah, when they got 2 goals in like 5 seconds. That's the big moment of the game. But that's 2 moments. So don't know if you guys realize that. That's 2 moments. It was more than 2 seconds. That's what she said. 7 minutes into this third period. 2-2 tie. Yeah, Harry's beating me right now, but it's early in the week. But Harry's beating me there after one night. Won't last, though. I'll kick his ass. Who didn't play for 42 days, Edward? They haven't got the 4 yet, so the game ain't over and we're tied up. So I don't know what they're talking about on here. Montreal taking 4 out of 6. You might want to win the game first. Offside. Hey, bye. I hope you're feeling better soon, dude. Yeah, tied up. It's a good third period so far, and we're getting down to the halfway point. Like next goal could be the winning goal, so hopefully it's Montreal. Nice little drag and shoot, but it was wide for Slav. It's a good chance there for Montreal. Maybe that's what it was. He's saying he shot that off his back foot, or the inside foot, maybe. But it's not easy to do. He got a good shot away. Baby, I hope they find you something that works better. Newhook couldn't get that pass, man. Oh man, they're peppering the Preds here. Good puck movement. They gave it away. And they had Nashville penned in there. They relieved that. Come on, boys. Oh, Edward. Okay, because 42 days. I mean, well rested at this time of year. Is anybody well rested? That's the thing. Shots are tied up at 26 as the game is tied up at 2. 9 minutes left. Well, 9 minutes left in the third. Let's see if that means the game. Puck goes out. Going for a commercial break. Trying to get my blood in here. So far, so good in this period for Montreal. We are down around 9 minutes, so we're getting closer and closer to where you could say accurately that the next goal will win this game. Hey, conservative, how you doing? I'm doing okay. As far as I know, anyway. Sorry, I know I looked like I was lost in thought. You know what I was thinking about? Just supper. I should have eaten before the game, but I didn't. My brain is, what am I eating for supper? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sounds good. Oh, well. No wonder I don't get to bed till 3. Anyway, it's supposed to be a rainy day tomorrow here in Montreal, so I'm staying home. So never know if I come up with a good idea. I may get a video out, like my yay or nay for the trade proposals video, which is doing okay. Started out really slow. It's picked up. If you haven't checked it out, it's out there. Yay or nay? What's it called now? Montreal Canadiens trade proposal, yay or nay? Basically something like that. Eight minutes. Yossi shot broke McCarron's stick in half. These guys are firing the puck pretty hard, man. Ah, fuck. Ryan O'Reilly just scored 3-2 Nashville. 7:41 left. That's still time. But that's not good. That's probably the one goal of the three. That's the one I would say Allen should have had. Yeah, bad. That's the one weak one. Fuck. That sucks. When that puck was in the net, Allen didn't have time to even react. All three goals, one line. Sucks. Who's that down? Goalie got a stick to the face, no penalty. Wow, Wednesday morning over there, eh? Nice. They are not going to call it. Well, because why would they? This is a high stick to the face. It is bullshit. He doesn't look like he's bleeding, so. Whistle down with a high stick. Why did the Seisons and the ref just pat each other on the ass? Like, what the hell was that about? 10 announcers said he was bleeding. Well, I didn't see any blood, so I'm going to go with what my eyes saw. Or TSN announcers, not 10. They didn't, I'm here. They didn't say he was bleeding. They didn't say he was bleeding. They just said it should be 4 if he's bleeding, if there's blood. Something like that. But there was no blood, I didn't think. Still should have been a 2-minute penalty. Big missed call, Gabriel. Without a doubt, it's a missed call. Was it? The thing is, now, it'll happen. Nobody saw it. If that is the case, you can't make the call. But is that the case? I don't know. With refs today, I don't know. Hasn't been too bad tonight, though, I'll have to say. Refs haven't been too bad. Who's who? Yeah, it looks like that stick got kind of ran across his mouth. Nice job by Raw, which would have been nicer if I didn't know it was fucking coming up. Thank you, Matt. Josh Raw with a really nice shot to tie it up with 5 minutes to go. Who's who? Yeah, one power play for us tonight. Refs haven't been bad tonight. Not overall. Maybe 2 missed calls. So Joshua is only his second goal, but that was a really nice goal. He's played well overall. What a tight game, man. 27 shots apiece, tied up at 3. Just over 3 to go. We're going to go to overtime. Four 3 Nashville. I thought Matheson just put that in the net. Goddamn breakdown in front of the net. Yeah, I thought it was Matheson. No, McCarron clearly put that in. God. Yeah, not going to be a good goal. Come on, no goal. Challenge that. We're going to challenge. That's over his shoulder. High stick, no goal. Tie game. Nice. Three minutes to go. Tied up. Icing against Montreal. Poor McCarron didn't actually score. Oh, no. Evans won that draw against O'Reilly. Big draw. Oh. Good pressure. Come on, boys. Cleared out. Nashville going to take it too many men? Jesus. Great time to get a power play goal, boys. I guess a puck, though. Cleared out. Minute left. Clear. Looks like we're going to go to overtime. All right, well, we're going to overtime. Third overtime game in a row. All three on the road trip so far. Third game on the road trip. Third overtime game. I think Montreal's chances just went up to win this game in overtime. So, it's not so bad. I'm just going to do this and this. And this and this and this and this. So I'm sure we'll see Caulfield, Suzuki, and Matheson as is usual to start. I don't know where Nick is. So let's see, Florida and Florida. No, weren't both in the shootout. Florida and Tampa. Anyway, third in a row, going overtime. Can they get a better result? That is definitely the hope. Two. Well, yeah, it's 4-on-3 because it's there's still time on the power play. Boom. Because Suzuki with the goal to win it. 17 seconds to do it, too. And they stop the winning streak for Nashville, and they win. Nice. So I was right about the trap game. This ended up being a bit of a trap game for Nashville. I was right about Montreal winning this game. Just wasn't right about the score. That's all. Nice. Allen with a good game. I only blame him really on one goal. I thought he had a pretty good game, made a lot of really good stops. So good game all around for Montreal. Yep. How are we doing in time? All right. So why don't I'm going to take off here, get ready for the post game. Post game will be in 10 minutes. Please come back for that. And we'll break down this game with the post game stats, the 3 stars, all that good stuff. And we're doing that in about 10 minutes. So Till then, stay safe out there. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Peace out. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs go. Please join me for the post-game show in 10 minutes. And that's it. Montreal wins 4-3 in overtime and stops the Predators' 8-game winning streak. Nice. See you in a bit, guys. Here we go.